Hi, I'm Jason Ballish from GraphicElephants.com, and I'm walking the show out in Fort Worth, and I found some interesting stuff and I thought it was kind of cool.
My name is Filippo from Screen Technique. Manufactured the EZ Squeegee, 100% ergonomic. It's solvent resistant, stain resistant. You don't have wood where it absorbs a lot of the solvents, where it warps it. It won't stain. It's got interchangeable blades, so you pull 3 or 2 little screws out. Interchange your blade depending on the sizes. Alright. It's got a patent. We have 2 patents on here. You guys want to come in closer? We got 2 patents. We got a patent on this curve, which this actually does in our advertising. It generates pressure, natural pressure. So when you put your actual squeegee down, you get that 32 to 34 degree angle that you need on that point. When you pull back, that angle generates pressure on that point. So like on a typical wood squeegee, you're going to have to press down real hard to actually get a good pressure on the ink to embed the ink into your garment. On this one, when you pull back, it actually generates the pressure with a little bit of ease on my fingers, and that's it. You can actually see that blade bending when you pull that little by little. What's nice about this, our other patent that we got, we have a 30-pound magnet in the back of it. That's all you have to do is on your screens, on your wood or aluminum screens, you don't have to put your squeegees up here anymore. It falls back in the ink all the time. That's a 5-minute cleaning process. You get a clip here, and on your final stroke, wherever you pull your squeegee on your final stroke, you put your clip on wherever you want. So I put mine right here. On my final stroke, slap that right in there, and I spin my screen around. When I get to that color, when I get back to that color, my squeegee is always at my hands. Now this promotes a lot of pushing, the pushing technique. A lot of people do the pulling technique. The reason why I don't care too much about the pulling technique, this is the older style, is one arm usually gets stronger than the other, and after about 100 strokes, your arm tends to pull towards the side, whichever arm is stronger than the other, so it starts to pull the side. When you get the pushing technique, you actually got equal pressure and you're actually going up. Now, a lot of people don't like it because they don't understand that you have to find your angle. If you have too much of a low angle when you push, you're going to blur your ink on your shirt, so you have to have a higher angle when you do a pushing technique. And you start, it takes a little bit of practice, an hour or 2, but you'll start to figure that's actually easier on your body, on your hands, and everything else. Now, our tool is 100% ergonomic when I say that. On the wood squeegees, you've got that indentation right here. What it actually does is pull your finger backwards, and that's where you get your cramping. On this one, when you relax your hands, you've got that 6 and 8 when you relax your hands. And that's where that squeegee actually fits in here. Your fingers are perfectly comfortable. That's it. That's why our tool is 100% ergonomic. We've got a letter of recommendation that's in our brochure from a physical therapist. And she works with a lot of patients for carpal tunnel, and she talks about why our tools are 100% ergonomic. And then it talks about our blades. We manufacture our own blade. It's 100% polyurethane, so it's going to last a long, long time. For a person that's doing 1,000 to 1,500 prints manually in his shop per week on an average, he's going to probably have to replace that blade maybe once every year or year and a half. So it lasts a pretty long time. If you're only doing like a couple hundred shirts a week, that blade is going to last you 3-4 years. Replacement blades are $5 to $8, depending on the size. So it's really inexpensive. You don't have to go ahead and throw away your wood squeegee. They always keep people. Now, aluminum, a lot of people like aluminum. I used to print on aluminum, and I'm screen printer for 12 years. I printed on aluminum about 10 years ago. And the problem I found is they're hollow. And you get a lot of junk in there, and it's hard to keep clean. They put caps on there, but the caps start to warp and they fall off. They never stay on there. They're real thick, so people say aluminum's light. Well, you have to make a thick piece of aluminum to actually make the squeegee rigid. So it's kind of heavy and it's hard on your hands. This has got a nice, comfortable fit. And that's what we're preaching here. Sometimes when I print, I put a little piece of tape right at the bottom here, just to keep clean. Just a little piece of tape on the blade, halfway on the blade, halfway on the squeegee. And when I'm done printing, I pull that tape off, I throw it in the trash, and I get my rag or my solvent, and I wipe my blade down, and that's it. I keep my squeegees clean. I don't have to throw them in some detergent or solvent, whatever I want. It's solvent resistant, stain resistant, so there's no pores where it's going to clog and stain it. So it's going to keep clean if you don't want to put it. But 3 seconds of your time will keep your shop and everyone else happy.
Excellent. This is you saw it here in Graphic Elephants first. Check out our links page for a link to his website. And EZSqueegee.com.
EZScreentechnique.com. It's called the EZ Squeegee.
Cool. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Ready?
Yep.
Yes, I do.